Time now for the morning rush. A New Mexico woman is under arrest, charged with the murder of an 11-year-old. Investigators say 41-year-old Alexandria Tabora is being questioned about the murder of 11-year-old Joseph Hobbs on Saturday. Deputies arrived at a home in Valencia County to find the boy shot dead. Deputies are looking for Tabora's son, 21-year-old Santos Mateo Garcia, and 24-year-old Eric Carrillo Garcia, who is not related. Police are also searching for a man in connection with 4 bodies found at the Sunport. Now, the bodies were found during a random check at the parking garage. 21-year-old Matthew Miller, 40-year-old Jesting Mata, and 39-year-old Jennifer Lannon have been reported missing from Grants. The 4th victim, 61-year-old Randall Apostolon, was from Albuquerque. Now, police want to question Daniel Lemos about that case. A local deputy is on administrative leave after shooting a suspect. The Valencia County Sheriff's Office says that a Los Lunas woman was called on Saturday, saying that her grandson had a hatchet and was threatening to hurt her. Deputies say that they shot the suspect after he moved toward them while holding a hatchet and a knife. The suspect is being treated for non-life-threatening injuries.
And rounds of snow are expected in the San Juan Mountains today, even through later this week. For today, we're only expecting up to around 1.5 inches of snow, so not too much. But later this week, we will start to add up that snow on Thursday to Friday. Could see over 6 inches at that point.
Right now, moving on to this story for the rest of the morning. Albuquerque police are investigating after a deadly shooting near Coronado Center. APD says an officer was driving near Louisiana by the mall when she heard gunshots yesterday. They found a victim with gunshot wounds. Now, that victim was taken to the hospital where he later died. It's still unclear as to what led up to that shooting. Erica.
And here's a look at the Metro Threat Index. At a 3 today, we do have a chance for a midday shower across the Rio Grande Valley and the Metro, and it will be a little bit breezy later on this afternoon.
The manager of a popular Albuquerque comic book store is out thousands of dollars after being targeted by vandals again. Chris Losak, manager of Astro Zombies on Nob Hill, says that someone tried lighting a fire on the side of his building. He says this is at least the 5th time that his store has been vandalized. Losak says that they will have to fix the mural, which could cost up to $10,000. The city of Albuquerque is showing the progress that it's making on goals set by the city council. The annual report found affordable housing is improving, while homelessness continues to need improvement. It also notes that Albuquerque needs more work in tackling property and violent crime. The report also referenced a public survey showing 61% of respondents felt that the city has handled the pandemic well. Student musicians are wondering when they will be able to practice in person again. Starting today, high school student athletes can begin working out in small groups. Games could potentially start on March 22nd. A local band director is asking why fine arts students aren't getting the same treatment. But the PED says that while there's not a set date, they are finalizing new rules for music. Well, Netflix could be expanding here in the Metro. The streaming giant proposed the expansion, including the construction of 10 additional stages, post-production facilities, and production offices. The new investment is estimated to generate about 1,000 jobs over the next decade, as well as over 1,400 construction jobs.
Now let's get a look at that morning drive. On the maps, nothing going on. We're seeing all green, no accidents, and no slowdowns to report.
Just after winning the conference, 5 local women's basketball players were named for the All-Mountain West team. Newcomer Lataska Duff made the list, also being named the 6th person of the year. Joining Duff on the All-Mountain West team are seniors Jaden De La Cerda and Antonia Anderson, along with junior Shai Magruder. Well, these women will now head to the Mountain West tournament today. Tip-off is at 1 p.m. against Air Force. An engineering team from UNM placed in the top 5 in the world for an electric car competition. UNM's Formula Society of Automotive Engineers placed on top in 2 recent virtual competitions. The FSAE Knowledge Event featured 142 teams in the internal combustion competition and 54 teams in the electric vehicle contest. UNM placed first in the EV category. Well, the IDITAROD kicked off over the weekend, but it's a little different this year. Now, in odd-numbered years, the dog sled race usually follows the southern route, but for the first time ever, the race will not finish in Nome, Alaska. Instead, mushers will follow the slightly shorter Gold Trail loop that finishes back where it started. And also to prevent the spread of COVID-19, participants will be camping in tents outside of villages.
Welcome back. On this date, March 8th of 2012, a strong cold front moved into the Middle Rio Grande Valley, bringing 68-mile-per-hour wind gusts to Albuquerque, and 88-mile-per-hour gusts were reported near Sandia Park.
Facts at number 5, an engineering team from UNM placed in the top 5 in the world for an electric car competition. UNM's Formula Society of Automotive Engineers placed on top in 2 recent virtual competitions focusing on team organization and operations. The FSAE Knowledge event featured 142 teams in the internal combustion competition and then 54 teams in the electric vehicle contest, with UNM placed first in the EV category. Now, in a separate event, the internal combustion engine team placed 4th. And at number 4, the manager of a popular Albuquerque comic book store is out thousands of dollars after being targeted by vandals again. Chris Lozak, manager at the Astro Zombies in Nob Hill, says someone tried lighting a fire on the mural on the side of his building. He says this is at least the 5th time that his store has been vandalized during the pandemic and the 2nd time that someone tried to set fire to the mural. Lozak says that they will have to re-stucco and fix the mural, which could cost up to $10,000.
And at number 3, we do have some light scattered showers moving into the west side of the state. These are going to keep pushing east through the day, and we could see some showers around the metro area by the midday hours.
At number 2, authorities arrested 41-year-old Alexandria Tabora in connection with the death of an 11-year-old boy in Valencia County, but they are still looking for her son and another man. Tabora is being questioned about the murder of 11-year-old Joseph Hobbs. Now, the sheriff's office says that on Saturday, deputies arrived at a home in the Monterey Park area to find the boy shot dead. Now, the deputies say that 3 suspects are involved. They are Tabora, her son, 21-year-old Santos Mateo Garcia, and 24-year-old Eric Carrillo Garcia, who's not related. Tabora is charged with murder this morning. Right now, there's a $15,000 reward for info leading to the suspects' arrests. And at number 1, Grants police are offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of a man in connection with 4 bodies found in a vehicle at the Sunport. 3 of the victims have been missing from Grants since January. The 4th victim was from Albuquerque. Now, authorities are searching for Daniel Lemos, who's wanted in connection with the 3 missing persons from Grants. He has a nationwide felony warrant and is considered to be armed and dangerous. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers or Grants Police.